What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? Welcome back to another episode of the Good in the Hood podcast. I'm joined as always with another special guest, man. I'm your host Juice, but I'm joined by a special guest today, man. JackJack. I'm saying representing the High Chic Society, man. Long time, homie, man. Good to see you in a long time. How you feeling?
I'm great. I've been busy. It's been endeavor after endeavor after endeavor, but I'm blessed. I have to say, I'm blessed.
Absolutely. You get your hand in a bunch of jars. We won't get into all that. But I guess the best way to kind of start it off is getting to know who you are first before we get to know the brand. So, like, if you don't mind introducing yourself to the people and let them know who you are and get a little glimpse into the brand, we're about to discuss High Chic Society and everything you got tangled to that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so as been said already, I'm JackJack. I am the CEO, owner, founder of High Chic Society. That's the brand. You see it behind me. I have a little table set up. I'm gonna take y'all through all of that stuff too.
You got it on the jersey too. It's on the jersey.
Oh yeah, definitely. They come in black. They come in white. You see me rocking them in pink. So yeah, we got them in all different colors and stuff. But High Chic Society is a brand. It's dedicated and marketed and geared towards women in cannabis. We do things specifically for women in cannabis. We also curate all female events. There's a few events where we may let a guy come in, like our upcoming event, August 14th, Horny Chicken. That's our only co-ed event that we ever really throw, because for the most part, it's just like the ladies. So that's pretty much what we are. And we have an all-girl, membership service as well. So we just cater to the ladies in cannabis, all shapes, sizes, colors, breeds. We definitely represent for, the community, the culture, our Black culture, but we also represent for all the brands, all of the, ethnicities and cultures out there as well. So we don't discriminate.
So, like, talk about just how important that element is to you for High Chic Society, for being most entirely, pretty much, woman forward, and I'm saying for the women.
So it didn't start off, so much as like just women only. I started off doing something that I just, wanted myself. I needed to see cannabis accessories and merchandise that appealed to me. And so I started doing that. And once I started curating events, it naturally became an all-girl thing. And what really made me stick with it and, put so much emotion and drive behind it is when I had multiple girls telling me that they felt safe with me. I've had girls tell me stories about how they've been date raped and, had things put in their drinks. And they know that when they come to a High Chic Society event, it's all girls. We all have the same intentions, which is just to get high, enjoy ourselves, relax, kick back, and go the fuck home safely. So that's what really stuck with me. And that's why we really limit the amount of, males that we have at our events, which is, like I said, very few and in between.
I'm sure we all heard the horror stories, like how difficult it is for women to buy weed from the hood drug dealers, and no niggas on the block. But like, it's definitely a struggle that women deal with, I'm sure.
And that's why we have our membership service, because those are also things they don't want to get hit on every time. Like sometimes we just want to get our weed and just go home. We don't want to be asked like when we trying to smoke, when we trying to kick it, like, I got a boyfriend, so why are you asking, can I have friends? Like, it's just too much. Like, so our membership services, women only have females, that deliver and stuff to you. So it's a good thing for them.
Absolutely. And like with that, like just I want you to talk your shit a little bit. I want you to brag on yourself a little bit. So how long have you been doing this now, High Chic Society? When was it started? When was it established?
I started High Chic Society in 2017. I became an official LLC in 2018, and I've been doing it ever since. I quit my job in 2019 and have not done anything else but High Chic Society since. So every year it's been something. It's been something.
That's dope because, like, of course, if you look around now, you would think that weed was never illegal almost. Like, it's just the cool trend now. But like you said, like you were getting this started when it wasn't, I'm saying, the cool thing to do. Like, everyone wasn't doing it and the world was not accepting of it as much. So talk to me about how you see, like, being on the, like, foot on the ground, foot on the pavement, and seeing the world kind of change around you, and now this becoming more or less taboo.
To be honest with you, I never really cared about the legalities of it because I started off doing merchandise. You know, we were doing accessories. All I really cared about was going to a smoke shop, going to, you know, a cannabis inspired shop, or even going to, you know, a clothing boutique and just seeing women inspired cannabis accessory, cannabis merchandise, cannabis clothing. So it becoming legal, I mean, that's a plus for me on the flip side, because we go to these type of events, you know, it's safer. We're not worried about getting shut down as much as we were, you know, a couple of years ago. We're a little bit more relaxed when we have these, you know, events, but it didn't really affect me that much.
Do you ever see yourself trying to go into the dispensaries side of things, or having your own strain?
I definitely want my own strain, like so female inspired, like just girly as fuck. Like, I want something
straight purple,
pussy, clit lick, OG. Who fucking knows? But I just want it. I want it. I want it. Whatever make. I love that. Men. I've had a lot of guys say that we're like a female sexist weed cult, and I love that because they always feel like excluded, and I love that y'all feel excluded. I would love for you to be like, hey bro, what you got? And then you're like, yo plug, who like the thug is the thug, be like, man, I got that pink pussy and that clit lick OG. Like, that's funny to me. Like, you gotta say that.
It's hard. No, it's hard. Like, it's definitely nuance. It's definitely, like, I'm saying, breaking down, like, I'm saying, exclusivity is something that I guess in our culture in America, women just never really had that. So that's an important thing that you guys, that's what's really dope about it. Because even though we see the all men thing, we see the all black thing, we see the all Hispanic, all Latinx, all white, we see all that all the time. Not too many things you see that's completely focused, completely, like, even I be seeing men wear the women Jordans these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. it can't get that off. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. That's definitely dope that you're doing that, and I definitely hope you stay in that lane. Even though I'm saying I fuck with the merch, I can support and buy some shit for my female if I got to. You know
for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And with that, like, talk about when you about to quit your job, and like what did it take you to get that motivation, that confidence to say, this is my life now, this is my lifestyle now, I'm gonna build for myself. Like, what got you to that point?
Well, I'm a Sagittarius, so it's in my nature to be a go-getter and spontaneous, and, you know, that within itself. But I knew it was my time because I'm big on energies and things like that. And the whole time leading up to me quitting my job, I kept getting, and I actually quit my job and opened my first store. So literally within like a month of each other. But I knew that it was my time because I kept seeing people inviting me to like grand openings, and I kept going to all of these like events with all of these entrepreneurs, and it was just, I was surrounded by the energy that I wanted to create for myself. And so one day I was just at work, and I just literally was just like this the whole day. Like, I didn't do anything. And I knew at that moment, like, I gotta go. So I literally went to my boss and I was like, I quit. And I took off my uniform and I left, and I haven't worked a job since.
I salute that for sure. That's definitely a dream. I think all entrepreneurs, all creators in today's space. And like with that, like, I mean, I think we're seeing the boom of entrepreneurship, especially after the pandemic. How do you feel about seeing that become not more common necessarily, but you're seeing our generation want to become more independent? Like, does it make you proud at all? Like you saying, like, damn, we got it. We doing this.
Absolutely. Well, okay, so it's like a double-sided coin because on the one hand, I'm like so proud of the people that are taking these risks because a lot of people are they fear failure. They're afraid to be on their last dime. But when you have that motivation, like a lot of people have now, and they're like, it's just gonna happen, it does. There's been a lot of times where I'm like, I don't know how my rent is getting paid, and my rent is paid like literally like the next day. My rent is paid. I'm like, what the fuck? Like lick on top of lick type shit.
Yeah,
but you have to put that into the universe, and I'm proud of the people who do that and who have taken those leaps and aren't afraid to fail. But then I'm a little bit upset because a few of us then got a PPP, and we're promoting these businesses and boutiques and stuff, and we're not following through because we don't really have that passion to be an entrepreneur. So that's a little frustrating because I didn't use a PPP to get anything that I had. Everything I work for. And not to say that, if I get a PPP, I wouldn't use it towards my business because I absolutely would. But I don't appreciate someone who just has this, lump sum of money, gets all of this stuff, but doesn't have the drive for it. And then they don't create, satisfactory products. Their customer service is shitty because they're really getting flued out and buying asses and stuff and not attending to the business. So, that part of it frustrates me. But as a whole, I'm just really proud of all of the entrepreneurs, Black, white, Puerto Rican, and Haitian, but especially our community that is really just saying, I'm tired. Like, why am I working for the white man? I'm tired. I'm done, and I'm doing this.
Absolutely. I feel like that also brings another point. Like for me, like doing an entrepreneur thing, especially this year post pandemic, like just seeing all that, like everyone showing off what they got, whatever. It's like, damn, this is like not infuriating, but it's like it's hard to compete with people who just like they got it, whatever. And in that instance, like I think social media has kind of made our generation like it's tough. Social media has really fucked us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it gave us perspectives that we shouldn't have.
Absolutely. Fake goals.
Fake goals. Fake goals. The best way to put it. Fake goals. Fake goals. Like mention like with fake goals. Like talk about the goals for High Chic Society. Like moving forward. I see you saying you entering the content creation stage. You say you branching out in many ways. Like what are some other goals you have in mind or business ideas you have moving forward?
So prior to the pandemic, we did have a brick and mortar / private all girl lounge. After the pandemic or when the pandemic hit, we closed our store. And so one big goal that we have is to reopen that, that lounge where people can come in, people as far as like our female members can come in and enjoy themselves and, just relax and buy merchandise and products and see other local brands, female brands that are out here in Chicago as well. I also have a mini pig and he is going to be working. I actually have his first booking August 18th. So we put his ass to work because everybody pays bills around here. This is not free. Okay. We all contribute. So he's going to be going
to. Did you say a mini pig?
Yes. Cat. He's in there actually. He's
like a teacup pig?
There's no such thing as teacup. They don't stay that small, but they don't grow between or any larger than 70 to 150, but he's probably going to stay about 70.
Just so you know, you can't just say that, just keep going by. Like I had to make sure I heard that correctly. So talk about this mini pig and what your goals as far as marketing with him.
So he's going to be working at daycares, little day camps. Not necessarily therapy. He's going to be doing meet and greet and feeding sessions. So I'm going to go to little babies and, let them feed them and pet them. And, he's got his little first booking at Oak Park, August 18th at 12 o'clock. He'll be there prompt, fresh cut. Okay.
I like that, man. The best kind of hustle is creative hustle, man. Whenever you say just be unique with it, that's dope.
Absolutely.
You got that definitely cornered. That's your market. That's your market right there.
I was just I told somebody today that I monetize off my creativity. Like it literally, all these ideas, I just find a way to, capitalize off of them. Make it work.
And what seems even dope because like I think we all, I don't speak for myself, I can speak for myself on that. Like I think we all have ideas that sound good, but it takes, like you mentioned earlier, that leap to push it even further. And like maybe it's a Sagittarius in you, but that is an incredible trait to have, man. It's super dope to actually just jump on it and say, I'm doing it. Like not only an idea, it's a plan. And that's that next level shit right there. So like mentioning that, like you mentioned the mini pig and everything you want there, but also you're getting into in this world the content space. I'm saying get highlights. I'm saying you got your partner in crime. Was it Rando
Ron? Yes, shout outs to Rando Ron. That is my co-host. She's also the creative director for High Chic Society. So all of our events and everything, she is the mastermind behind like manifesting and executing everything that's like up in here. Like she can get that done for me. But yeah, Get Me High is a YouTube where we feature local edible brands. I'm not the type of person who really gets high off the edibles. So I thought I've been proven wrong since we've done the show. There are some people who can make some fire ass edibles.
Edibles are dangerous.
Yeah, so we just have fun with it. Like I said, I don't believe in doing anything that I can't have fun with. So it's just us being us.
Yeah, I figured because of my size and my high tolerance that I can knock out like 3 edibles at one time. I was just sitting there. Like I wasn't able to I was useless I was a useless being. I was just there. Witnessing life go by.
I've been that high. That's the high that I'm chasing. Now I haven't had an edible like that edible that made me. It was one edible and it was like this big, and I took the whole thing. And how you felt like I couldn't open my eyes, like I was done. I was useless. And aside from that one, I've never had an edible make me like that. But I've had some edibles that gave me a noticeable high where I was like, oh, okay, shit.
Yeah, definitely a move a body high type of thing. So with that, give me highlights. I'm saying, what's the goal there? You guys just gonna just talk about the edibles? You guys gonna you take the edible at the beginning and then you get high as it goes on? How's it work?
Yeah, so we introduced the brand because we definitely want to highlight the community. We're all about putting you on. Like that's my biggest thing. We collab, we don't compete. That's my motto. So we definitely highlight the brand first and foremost, excuse me. Then we try it, and then we play a game with each other. After the span of 45 minutes to an hour, we play a game. So you get to see us trying to do things that require coordination and focus while we're fucked up. So that's always interesting. And then after that, we rate it. We rate the taste of it. The her highness scale is how high it got us. And yeah, that's just the gist of the show. And we ended with a blunt.
Has anything reached the highest level yet of your highness scale?
Yes, it has reached. I've given something a 5 as far as how far it got me high, but that's only because I noticed it. It wasn't like a 5 because it was like that one high that I'm chasing.
For sure.
With that little circle edible. I want something to get
I ain't gonna lie. You invited me over to the party. I can't wait to go on the show, but I was terrified. You were like, hey, can't smoke beforehand. What you mean I can't smoke beforehand? What's gonna happen?
Yes, we do it sober. We start off sober. I have to see how high I really get. If I smoke and I take the edible, I'm not gonna really be able to get.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to know. That's fair. That's smart. That's actually very smart. It's very something you be thinking. So like with that, man, like let's get into some of this merch you got. I see the table there. I see the jersey.
Yeah. So these are our High Chic 2 pieces that you can see behind me. I can kind of grab some of this stuff that I have out for you. And you see I use my shoe rack as a this is our 2-piece. We are bringing these out for the summertime. They're really good for skaters. I'm big on the skating community. I skate, so that's why we have that. We have our custom. These are handmade rolling trays. I make these by hand. We have matching lighters and everything with those as well. We have an event coming up, Horny Chicken. That event is August 14th. Fellas, you are invited to that event. Oh my goodness, like you're welcome, right?
August 14th.
These are Horny Chicken unisex t-shirts. You can find these on our website, the highchicksociety.com, and it's chick without a K. Please do not spell it CHICK. One, you won't find me, and two, that's black as hell. Like,
also it's kind of like you're saying, like the High Chic Society. It's like a play on
exactly. That's so. It's funny that you say that. I started it off as High Chic Society. That's when I started the brand. That's what I created it as. That's how I said it. But everybody just kept saying High Chick, and then they kept referring to me and all of the girls who work with me as the High Chicks. So I said, well, fuck it. Y'all got it. Y'all just clearly didn't want me to have my little chic, so y'all got it. Y'all got High Chick. But I can't see it any other way. Like, to say High Chic Society doesn't even sound right to me anymore. We're definitely High Chick.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a matter of time for this. I'm saying you get a High Chick boutique. It's gonna be some fire shit coming for you. That's dope. That's dope marketing for sure, right there, man. And like, so like, of course, like I don't know if you know about this podcast, but I just talk about music a lot on this podcast. And I ain't gonna tell I'm saying how long I know you, but last time I know you, I know you so long. I'm saying that I met you when you was a rapper. And I'm not sure if you rap anymore, but I gotta ask you what you listen to at least.
So I do not rap anymore.
Face.
There might be a time.
JackJack is spit, y'all.
I could do a little something, like a little something. If I'm at like an open mic, low key, and they just have time, and I'm really feeling the vibe, I might be like, let me get in. And then I'll perform something. And when I perform one of my old songs, it's banged so hard to this day. Like, it's honestly timeless. Like, my song Elsa, I can rap that now and it still goes crazy. But I don't do it. But as far as music, I kind of listen to a lot of everything. Some artists aren't as mainstream. I listen to a lot of underground artists. I love Snow Allegra. I love Blackstreet. I love.
You took it back to Teddy Riley,
No, not even. It's another one, and I might not even be pronouncing his name right. He's from California.
You mean a Blast?
It's BLXST. How do you say it?
Blast.
Okay, so right, not Blackstreet. I don't listen to them no more. I listen to I love him. Like, any song that he's on, I love him. I still listen to Nipsey to this day. Any song that's a Nipsey song, I have a rule. Like, when my playlist is on shuffle, I can skip through any fucking song. But if Nipsey comes on, I play it. I don't care what song.
Especially like the victory lap cuts. I can never skip those. Like, if Double Up come on, it's getting played. It's getting ran. But say you in your best high space, like you in your right mode. What is like some perfect records to come on for you? If you had to, like, idealistically, like, this song right here is gonna be in the right zone.
If I was writing?
No, not writing. If you're in a good high space. In a good high space. You can be driving, you can be in the crib.
So I like a lot of melancholy music, or melancholy sounding music, should I say. There's a song called Fuck With Me by, I think his name is Tone Smith or something like that. Okay. There's another song that I'm playing nonstop called Chanel. I love that.
Okay.
I have to send you that shit's hard. I just went to a place yesterday and met this DJ / rapper named Tony Tarantino. He's great. He's local, from Chicago, but I guess he's also repping Indiana too. He's dope as well. I gotta put you on with him. But yeah, just anything that's like a slow vibe, something I can smoke with you. I'm not really into like the trap. I don't really listen to Megan. I don't really listen to like Cardi. Like, that's not really my type of music. But it might be a song I'll fuck with off the album.
And mentioning I'm saying that kind of music. That's like Cardi, Meg, So a few other artists like that I just can't listen to, but seeing your chair, just knowing who you are and you represent, I'm saying, the LGBT community hard too. There's this artist, right, that's out now who just be saying some wild shit for no reason. I kind of want to get your unfiltered take on him, man. The baby just got booted from Lollapalooza. Got kicked off. He banned him for the day at Lollapalooza, and yeah, he said some wild things about the LGBT community, some wild things about people who have HIV and AIDS, and he apparently doesn't realize what he said is dumb and just keep on double down on that shit. How do you feel about that?
So I personally don't think that he's like anti-gay or anything like that. I honestly feel like the baby is the type of person who was like always the class clown in high school, always the center of attention. He was a leader, is a leader, so a lot of people follow. So he comes off and is very much so cocky. So it kind of just struck me as something that like he's immature, like in his mindset. Yeah. Because like that's not something, and he's free to say what he wants. I'm not even upset at what he said because he's free to say what he wants. It's his concert. Everybody has their way of how they hype up their crowd. I'm cool with that. But you'll never catch the Diddy's out here saying that. You'll never catch Jay-Z out here saying that. Like the grown men who have evolved, they have a different mindset. So I just think he's immature and very cocky and needs to just be humble.
Yeah, I feel like the things he said was completely egregious, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know what would be one of them people. I don't understand what we expect from people who, I'm saying, it came from a certain place. Like, of course, they don't change because they become famous. Like, you don't become a non-hood nigga once you become famous. You still gonna be a hood. Like, you gonna say some wild. It's gonna be said. You're gonna say some wild shit. Like, I don't know what they expect from people. Like, I mean, of course, what he said was egregious, but at the same time, I wouldn't expect him to say something that's super, super intellectual or super gravitational in that moment. Like, why would
we forget that celebrities are humans? Like, people put like celebrity and stardom and they equate that to perfection, and that's not true. Like, just because we've exceeded a certain level of fame and we're now in a different tax bracket does not mean that all of a sudden we're perfect model citizens. A lot of people didn't volunteer to be your child and your daughter's role models. Like, that's not what we volunteered for. We just wanted to express our craft and express ourselves, but now we got to be so political and conform and do this and that all for the public because we can't get canceled. It's like,
I mean, it goes back to like when we were shorties, when Charles Barkley said you're not a role model, and now you see today, like they ban Sha'Carri Robinson from the Olympics for smoking weed. Like, going back full circle to your brand, like to see that's still stigmatized like that. But I feel like it's only stigmatized because she's a black woman at the same time. It's like I don't think if Michael Phelps would have came up, Michael Phelps smoked weed. I remember Michael Phelps talking about smoking weed. He had bones and shit all the time. Like, so like the fact that it's just that serious for this girl to smoke weed, like you see she's a beast of her talent. Like, weed ain't weed's not like a human growth hormone. Like, it don't make you faster. Weed definitely slow you down.
Yeah. I mean, we've always been a threat, and her skill, her talent, her amazing talent, the girl. Oh, Jesus. It's just a threat. So, what do you do in a competition? You eliminate the threat however you can. It's all chess at the end of the day.
Hey, that's real. I would love to see you do some I Am Human stuff. I'm saying on your merch, like also Sha'Carri Robinson, everything. And sticking to the Olympics a little bit, and women, I'm saying Simone Biles. She took out the Olympics because like her mental health, and also because her mental health hurting her physical health at the same time. How have you been dealing with mental health as the pandemic goes? Like you said, you guys had to close your shop, and being a black woman owning a business, and a lot of weight comes with that. A mother on top of that. Like, how's your mental health been?
Honestly, I go to therapy. I started going to therapy about maybe a month or two, no, longer than that, like a few months now. And it's been great.
Congratulations.
There are things that I didn't know about myself that I've learned about myself. And then also I'm very, I'm real with myself. I can see me from this perspective. So being real helps me to be sane, should I say. And I don't allow myself to get myself into situations that mentally disturb me. So
Important.
learning how to pull back, learning how to acknowledge my feelings, it's helped me to stay sane within the pandemic. And my girlfriend too, she's fantastic, because there's been times where, during the pandemic, I'm, as obvious as it seems, it's like, of course money is going to stop. But when money stopped for me, I immediately started blaming myself. Like, what am I doing wrong? We got to figure it out. Like, what's the marketing? And she's just like, yo, we in a pandemic. Like,
For sure.
everybody's stopping right now. Like, because I'm just so used to this. I refuse to believe that the pandemic was going to stop me. And in a sense, I did come to that realization, but I also maneuvered. And that's how we, really started the membership service. I didn't have the membership service prior to the pandemic, as far as the delivery. So it kind of helped us navigate into a new direction that's opened up a new stream of income for us. So that's great. But just staying grounded and listening to music. I'm big on music therapy. Music helps me sane. And weed, I smoke every day. I'm literally looking at a bag of weed right now, like, damn, I want to smoke you so bad.
I got you. I'm gonna let you go with that weed in a second.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But yeah, I'm with you on most of that. Like, unfortunately, I'm not in therapy yet, but definitely heavy on the weed, heavy on the music. As a fact, it definitely eases everything, especially in today's society. Like, because weed kind of also offers isolation in many ways.
Why aren't you in therapy yet?
I just ain't found the therapist I want to talk to for real, open up to yet. Like, I really don't know how to go about that for real, and like be like, all right, this is the person I'm gonna trust with my deepest secrets and emotions. Like, I don't know. I've been well, it's just tough searching for that as well. I don't really know how to search for it. I don't know how to look for that. I gotta get on my game with that. I gotta stop bullshitting.
I will be willing to help you with that.
I appreciate that, man. That's what friends are for. See, that's what friends are for, man.
Absolutely.
And absolutely. And with that, like, talking about therapy and stuff, like, how was it raising a kid through this madness? Like, I'm sure that has to add to that as well.
Okay, so if I'm real, like, my kid is like, she's real great.
No
like, she really don't give me problems, but like, I was with her every day. Like, every day. So, it was, a lot, but she's currently in Georgia with her, her father's side of the family. So I finally get a break. I did not have a break. So, I'm enjoying it. I miss her, but I'm enjoying it, but it was fine. I learned some things about her, and I got to see her grow, like, right there. Like, usually your kids grow and it's like, damn, like, where did the time go? But she grew, like, right there, and I've seen so much growth in her, and I'm proud of her.
Man, that's incredible, man. That's incredible. Like, especially with you having this brand that's so empowering the women, that's definitely dope that you get to experience that happen. And like, you mentioned skating. Of course, we saw the marketing, I'm saying, with the skating on the tray. And my homie Jay, also a co-host of the podcast, he skates now all the time at Lombard too. So, like, talk about how you got into that, and like, what does that? How does that feel therapy? Bro says that's therapeutic as hell as well. So how does that treat you?
So one, if he stayed at Lombard, he's definitely at Fleetwood on Tuesdays, and I definitely probably see him. So what up, Jay? Okay, fuck with me, because I'm gonna see you next Tuesday.
I think he go on Mondays. I think go on. I gotta ask him. I think he go on Monday.
Oh, really?
I gotta ask him.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to figure out where he's going. That's dope though. But I used to skate with my dad when I was a kid. My dad was a JB skater, so it's in me. And with everybody skating again, I was just like, why not? And I got in my skate group. It was like muscle memory. Like, it never left me, and I'm on it. Like, even my girl now is like a skate fanatic. Like, at first it was just like my thing with my girls, and now she and I, we go in the mornings on Lakeshore, and we spend quality time and just we skate, and it's good. She's really athletic, and that's her scene. So it's both of our worlds combined. So it's a good chance to spend time.
Yeah, that's very dope, man. And before I get you out of here, I gotta know like with the show growing up, with the show growing and evolving. Of course, High Chick Society is still the biggest umbrella of it all. So I know a big part of that you mentioned is the events. So talk about the events you guys throw. What kind of? I know you mentioned the one coming up on the 14th that is going to be unisex. What other kind of events do you guys go through?
So we have an event series called Girls on Drugs, and we have Girls on Drugs Part 3 happening September 11th and the 12th. It's a 2-day overnight camping
Virgo
event.
season. Virgo season. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's I didn't even know. See, all I care about is Sagittarius. Look at me being all selfish.
September 9th. September 9th. September 9th.
Oh, bad. So we're gonna have to get your girls. I will give your girl 2
Okay.
tickets for her and a friend. She doesn't have to spend the night, but it is optional if you want to camp out. We have some land. We'll have some female performers, like an overnight under the stars type thing. We've got vendors. There'll be girls that are giving spa services, so you can get a massage, get your nails done, get a facial, get your feet did, get a tarot reading, get your life coach, get your wigs fixed and shits and did, and all of that. It's just an event dedicated and centered to women. So that's coming up September 11th. And then hopefully we have something very out of the box that we've never, ever done before happening in October.
Okay.
That one I'm excited about. I can't spill the beans on it yet, but I'm excited about that one. Like,
I'm mad at you that 2020 kind of just stole that. It's gonna be the whole month of April is gonna be 420. It kind of just stole that from us. How you feel about that?
Again, the pandemic ain't phasing me. I still got high.
I
Like,
definitely got high, but like I kind of wanted to get like super high last April. I'm like, man, I want to go OD, but I didn't do it because like it was like that's pandemic. I'm just be regular with it. I got high.
but see, are you in the cannabis, the underground cannabis community though?
I don't think so. No, I'm not in that
Oh,
community
see,
yet.
that's why you gotta know somebody to know somebody to know somebody, because you definitely could have got straight 420.
See, I
Easy.
thought we was homies, JackJack. I thought you was the friend that was my friend, was to get me in the room.
But let me tell you, you're the friend that already know my friends. So I'm
I
just
do.
surprised that you don't know them already.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm pretty much know everybody. We got mutual friends on like a million right now.
Because functional pieheads is definitely somebody that I've seen through, and I know through the community. So you got that. You got 2 links right there, me and him.
That's fair. Now tell everyone where they can get the membership, because the super dope things you are doing, I guess the pandemic did let you create, is the delivery service. So how can everybody get into that? How can they find that and get deliveries?
Yeah, so ladies only.
Ladies only.
You can go on Instagram at the HCS_bakery. And there you can inquire about the memberships. They start at $10 a month. We have free delivery included. We have memberships that come with a free edible each purchase, 25% off your purchase. We promise all female drivers, you will never ever have a male driver. You will never ever be harassed via text message. So yeah, and any event that we throw for the fellas as well, you can also check out the tickets for Horny Chicken, which I'm gonna throw you them as well, because you and your girl can come too, and your homies as well. I'll throw you some of those. I'll throw you 4, and I'll let you raffle off 2.
All right, hey, I'm with that. I'll definitely raffle off 2. That's dope.
I got you. I'll do that for you. But all of that type of stuff you can find on the HCS_bakery, and anything as far as the merchandise you can find at the High Chic Society on Instagram.
What kind of deliveries is it? Just edibles? Is it pre-rolls? Is it actual flour? What you are delivering?
We got
you cannot say that on mic.
Everything that you think about, I try my best to make happen.
For sure. Good marketing. She got the salesman face on 100%.
And when I say try my best, I mean I get it through.
For sure. And to let you sign off, you have a million acts on a million different platforms. Let everyone know where they can find you and follow and support High Chic Society outside of just the bakery.
Yeah, so we're not really on Facebook as far as High Chic Society. We're not active in it.
That's for the old folks, anyways. Facebook.
I need somebody to manage all of these things. But we do have a Twitter, High Chic Society. my creative director, she really deals with the Twitter portion of it, but we're really just mainly on Instagram. You can find me personally at Where's JackJack on Instagram. But yeah, those are our main platforms. And then check out the website again at thehighchicsociety.com.
For sure. And don't forget, give me highlights. I hope to be a guest on that soon, man. I hope to be a guest on that soon. I want some edibles hitting on. But yeah, man, I appreciate you sliding through. I appreciate you sliding through so much. It was an honor to link with you finally. A super honor. I'm saying long overdue.
Yes, thank you. So wait, let me tell you really quick how I got you set up, right? Because I don't have like a stand. You're on my phone, right? So I have like a banana holder. And so I took the phone and I zip tied the phone to the banana holder. So now I'm thugging. And now you know how I be thinking. I'm finna sell these bitches for $10.99.
You gonna sell
zip ties included.
Zip ties and the banana holder. I'm saying, hold your phone down. I fuck with it.
With the banana holder, yep.
With the banana holder, with the little hook on it. I fuck
just
with it.
I'm chilling. Look.
Definitely chilling. Got it propped up proper. You know what I'm saying? See all the merch and shit. Yeah, appreciate you though, Jack.
Thank you so much for having me.
Super love. And please, everyone, please follow the podcast as always at Good in All Hoods on Twitter, at Good in the Hood Pod on Instagram, and check the website out for the merch, www.goodinallhoods.com. And until next time, man, please stay good in the hood. Much love to you, JackJack.
Thank you.